This is Jeff Monson. You're watching Wisconsin Combat Sports.
Wisconsin Combat Sports here with Jeff Monson, Snowman. How are you doing, Jeff? How you
Doing
feel?
good. Glad to be back in Duluth and Superior and a seminar, so just happy to be back.
Cool. Tell us about your potential fight with Fedor Emelianenko.
It's the second time it's potentially happened, and hopefully this time it will. And we're talking, to the team and M1, and it's just who M1 wants. If they want me, yeah. If not, then no. But they've talked about it with me, and we'll just see what happens. So everything's kind of a rumor now, but I'd love to. It's like a chance of a lifetime.
What happened the first time?
He just didn't want the fight, so he wanted a smaller, similar guy that didn't weigh as much.
Your last fight, you headlined the card at Art of War and against Fedor, and then before that you headlined Pride Kamikaze, and before that you headlined title shot against Tim Sylvia. I mean, you got a lot of big fights going on recently. Do you kind of feel like your career is almost like just beginning?
I think it's taken a turn for the better. I've lost two of those fights you mentioned. I lost two of them, but I learned a lot, especially from my last fight against Pedro, and just training hard. And got good guys working with me from American Top Team and from right corner in England, and just really working on my stand-up and my ground as well. And I'm better right now than I ever have been as a fighter. And I just got to constantly get better and better and better. And I think sometimes. When you lose, that kind of happens. You have to change. It's based on facts. And after I won in Pride, I thought, I could just fight like that. But I fought the same way against Pedro and I got knocked out. So.
You mean like keeping it standing up?
Just not attacking. I'm just sitting back boxing and set up. Usually, if I'm going to fight, standing up, fight standing up. But you got to attack. That's my game, attack, get in tight, and not sit out there and kickbox with the kickboxer.
Do you feel like you did the same thing against Tim Sylvia?
Yeah, pretty much, same thing. All the fights kind of mirrored each other, and hence, I lost two out of them. So, just one of the things, maybe a slow learner or whatever, but I think we're on the right path now, and been excited about training hard and motivated to do well, and as long as I have that in my health, the sky's the limit.
Do you think that Tim Sylvia kind of fought like you in the style that you've been talking about with your fight against him, where he wasn't really attacking?
Yeah, I think Tim normally is a smart fighter. Against Randy, he didn't fight that smart, but he outsmarts me. He outsmarted me in our fight. Trained not harder, but he trained smarter, and he fought smarter, and he won. It's one of those things when people say, "Oh, you're going into this," but you know what? Obviously he's a champion, and he held on his belt that night at least. And I would never blame someone how they won. He fought within the rules and won, and he just fought better than me. And just one of the things that I got to learn from.
We'll get into some stuff other than fighting. I mean, you're a self-proclaimed anarchist, and you are a wobbly member of the International Workers of the World. How much of your life do you spend towards political activity? I mean, is it just kind of in your philosophy, or do you spend a lot of time
I spend some time doing it, not as much as I'd like, not as much as, and it's like a double. So I love training, I love fighting, but I have to train. I mean, I have to train hard, and I have to travel to train, and I have to, devote my life to that because I want to be good at it. That's kind of what my calling is right now, and that's how I live. And I just have a competitive spirit, and in order to do that, to be competitive at that level, you have to devote your life to training, and that's what I do. But in the same respect, politics is a hell of a lot bigger than MMA. I mean, that is life. That's where your kids go to school, what you eat, what your freedoms are, like everything about you and your future revolves around politics, and sometimes people don't realize that. And so it is an important part of my life, and I do go to protests, and I do go to meetings, and IWW meetings and that kind of thing. But I would like to be definitely more involved in it, and I will be. And it's just a matter of time where I'm not fighting anymore. But hopefully the fight will give me a platform. At the very least, so people listen a little more, and so I can kind of speak my mind. But in my mind, my reading, and how I want to live, and how I feel, and how I talk to people, it's almost in every minute of my day. It's not just something. Yeah, I'm an anarchist, and I'm gonna kind of blow shit at you and tell you to do this and that. I feel it, and I believe it, and I talk about it, and I read about it, and I talk to, I learn about it, and I try to, devote as much time as I can to, doing activities outside of having a family and fighting.
Sure. Do you ever feel, in a way, like isolated from maybe some of the other fighters in this business, in the sense that, like, you have this political philosophy, and you have ideas and cares that go beyond just like yourself, and getting fights, and you have a master's degree and things like that? Do you ever feel like you're kind of in a different class of fighter?
To be honest, I feel like we're all in the same boat. Like I'm a weight slave, they're weight slaves. I don't necessarily make very much money, and I'm struggling, and a lot of other fighters are struggling, and I think we're all in the same boat. Yeah, I do have philosophy. A lot of these guys don't believe the same way I do, but some of them do, and it's just a matter of we're in a profession where we respect each other, and you cannot even like the guy you're fighting, but you respect the fact that they're going to close the cage door behind you too, and he's got the balls to come in there and fight you, and take what you got and train for you, and there's always a mutual respect among fighters, even fighters that like each other. But for the most part, we like each other because there's that respect, and I feel like I'm in the same boat with them in a lot of ways, more than I'm different, and my philosophy might be different, but I think it's just one of those things where I believe in my heart that it's the right thing, because what am I talking about? I'm talking about people getting along, not killing each other, sharing what we have, and all of us working to participate in it.
Without being in a hierarchy of
not being a hierarchy. Everyone participate. Everyone do what they can best, and participate and help each other and work, and and then get the goods of the basic qualities of life that everyone that works deserves, or everyone that can work or do what they do. Housing, shelter, food, education, that kind of thing, medical, all these things that we struggle and fight for every day. We compete with each other for every single day, and it makes no sense at all. And you have, we walk out of the ring or out of the cage, the fight should be over. That's what it is. It's entertainment. We're both doing our best. We train for it, but that's where the competition should end. And whatever endeavor you're in with sports and or chess or activity or whatever you do, but when it comes to living, we shouldn't have to compete with each other. And I don't think it's a wild idea at all. I think it's a crazy idea to take all the resources and then have humans fight over who gets what, and actually
only a few people get most of
more
it,
people control, and then to reward greed. Reward people who take more than they deserve, or have people working for them, don't pay them enough, and that kind of thing. And it's like looked upon as a good thing. So that, to me, that's crazy. So I don't think like everyone working and everyone sharing in the wealth of the world is an abstract idea at all.
Not at all. Meanwhile, what's next for you? I hear you just recently confirmed a fight.
Fighting December 8th. I'm not 100% sure on the opponent yet. The Ring of Fire, and that's in Manila, Philippines. Hopefully I'm fighting in December, and then we're looking at the Fedor in February. So it's going to be busy.
Okay, cool. Thanks a lot, man.
Appreciate it.